Hey traders, welcome to this video. Just going to shoot one going on from previous sessions I did with this 100k account. I called the New Zealand CAD long. Okay, many of you may have taken that. I did. I'm out. You're getting a bit of price rejection here, but still the sentiment case largely fits the upside. So you might get an intraday short here, but I don't really want to take it. I will probably wait until you get to the upside of this uptrend, if you do get there ultimately. For longs, again, I would need it lower. You know, I'm not getting any value here. I've just killed off my longs for gain, so it makes no sense to re-add. Okay, remember, if you want to learn to trade, like our great Academy members, our VIP students, then you can join myself and another pro multi-asset day trader on charts every day on Zoom. We can assist you, teach you what we know, and give you a hand whenever you need a hand. And that's how I have setups that we're nailing like this. This was absolutely brilliant. Sentiment case fit, technical case fit, and now we're out for gains. A nice smooth move there. I also called the dollar CAD short at the end of the last one. It's been imploded. You can take gains there. I called the all dollar long. You can take gains there. And I thought I'd discuss a couple of things I like into this session. For me, oil is a good one. Okay, you can see I've drawn my near-term downtrend starting really, I mean, you could take it from Feb. More accurately, I would say April, because that's when you get your first high. Then you have a lower high, a lower low, and a lower low. So it causes this downtrending momentum and series. So at this point, you know, I'm long already. You can see that down here. I'm lightly long though. And I'm lightly long because I'm getting long at the bottom of this downtrend. So I'm taking a risk-averse approach. Now, you know, it's not only that, it's the fact that I'm on a prop account as well. And I've got to keep my risk low, mostly because of the drawdown limits. Obviously, I'm keeping gains, so my limits are pushing up. But you can see I've got a basket of assets, and I'm also trading an indice market. So should oil go down and the FTSE go up, you know, I'm going to start to accumulate drawdown, which I just don't want. So sizes are small for that reason. And I'm in profit so far. Like I said, it's not a lot at the moment, but should these trades move and I keep taking them, I can get a good net return out of these funds, quite simply. So I like it already. I mean, if you look on your hourly, you're starting to get a 1 hour buy candle. You're gaining slow momentum to the upside, and there's a really, really good distance till target. Okay, your target is a good distance away. If you look at my 61.8 fib I've drawn, that's really where we're going for. Okay, so, you know, that's a good way up, $79 or so off from 72.65. That is probably going to be a swing entry. I don't expect to get there in a day, and I'll probably lock in gains should we continue to the upside. But this is really, really nice for a setup and to give a bit of confidence on where we may go, because you can see, and again, we're going to have to do some dodgy drawing. That's why I normally do it on TradingView, like I said. But you can see, all right, that's good enough. I think, gosh, you're playing with all sorts here. Look at that. Basically, there's a good buy candle there. You can see there's obviously north side impetus coming through. So it helps for me to have a reason to keep this on for now at least. And like I said, I'll lock in gains as we go. But it's probably going to be a swing trade, and a target of a 61.8 fib is very ideal, given if you look back on the previous move, you know, you can see that your retracement is about 78, maybe 70 to 78%, somewhere around there. You're 3/4 of the way up, all right, which is a key fib. So asking your next retracement to be even less than that, you know, is reasonable. And oil normally fluctuates anyway over time. So I do like it long. I've got it long, and we'll see where we get with that. But that I really like that entry, because also what it does is not only does it fit the near-term downtrend, which I've drawn, but it also fits the long-term narrative for oil, which has been that you don't really have a clear case for where oil wants to go, and that's why it looks like this, more or less. So you can see what's happening is you're getting tighter and tighter ranges, and there's no clear sentiment driver for oil. There's no massive reason to buy oil. There's no massive reason to sell oil, and that's why these things happen. I think I'm going to put my target actually up here. It's probably nearer 0.7, but I'll lock in gains if they're there. But you would expect at some point the price to either drop out or rise up. One of the two is probably going to occur. Things with Swiss francs, I mean, the CAD Swiss sentiment bias is supporting a massive smash. Probably wouldn't reshort unless you get to about 64,300. So I'm not interested in that yet. New Zealand dollar CAD I don't care about. US dollar CAD, you have got a long side case on here, but it's dropping very hard, so I'm not willing to buy this. Plus, I'm in euro dollar now, and I'm trying to keep a tight pool of risk averse assets. You can see the weakness coming into your euro dollar, and on top of that, you do have somewhat of a sideways ranging market. You've got a reasonably quick ECB easing cycle, and you might see that the US dollar gain strength again if we have an influx of risk off into the market. I wouldn't be surprised if that does happen. All you need is literally another US data miss, and you'll probably find that the scare comes back. I think this is just the beginning. We've already had one piece of data, and it's likely, therefore, the next piece could have something scary again. If that happens, I think you'll really see a shape up in markets. Euro dollar, did actually, you can see if you look at this date, did actually rise initially and then fell. Okay, so you do have a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to that environment. You can now see as things are slightly improving, the price is falling as normal. So it'd be interesting to see where the euro dollar goes on that kind of movement. I mean, you've had a lot of strength into the euro on the risk off sentiment that came in, and it could be because it's to do with the US as well. But you would expect things like the AUD dollar to drop, which it did drastically, and the New Zealand dollar to drop all the same. So it can be different for things like the euro dollar, but the pound dollar fell as well. So it's interesting. It shows that there's investor confidence in the Eurozone, perhaps. But nonetheless, from a technical perspective, on this ranging market, I like it short anyway. Probably look for a target down here. I've also just taken some AUD yen. I've done that again because if we see a risk-off inflow and serious problems out of Japan, then you could see another drop drastically. It's likely you would see AUD weakness anyway. You do have a slightly more hawkish RBA, which has helped this rise a bit. You've got a bit of a reversal of the scares that came in, but I'm still happy to short here. I've done it very lightly, as you can see. My size is still very small consistently, and I'll keep it that way. I wouldn't be shocked if you do get slightly higher on your AUD yen because you're pushing straight back into these highs now. Okay, it wouldn't shock me at all if you do get above there. So we'll have to wait and see on that. AUD New Zealand was another one I called long. Popped up, out for gains. It's returning back. I'm not really happy to buy that. It just doesn't look very attractive. AUD dollar, you might be in for a short side case. That is a short technically, but I would probably prefer the AUD higher before I enter into anything like that. You can see your lower highs are far higher. So anything up here, I would say, perhaps I'll engage in a short. So we're gaining slowly on this. Like I said, I'm just taking a really risk-averse approach, just so I can keep things on a good keel. I don't want to take massive risks. I'm not interested in that. I just want to utilize these funds as much as I can, so I can get the maximum gains without going over the drawdown limits. Essentially, that's all we're looking for. So I hope that helps, guys. Don't forget, if you want to learn to trade, go underneath. We cover everything technical, everything sentiment-wise, and we'll train you very well, as we do with our 5-star satisfaction rate. Go underneath if you want to start. See you soon.